Yes. When we talk about hypothesis, yes, research hypothesis, HO, H1, I said, H dot, that is H0. What is research hypothesis? So I said it is hypothesis can be framed only on the assumption. It may be a tentative statement which we need to find out what is the actual evidence for assuming this particular hypothesis. So while framing the hypothesis, what we do, we will come across variables. That is variables. The variables we'll see, and I said dependent as well as independent variables are there. And when we talk about mm, the hypothesis, and there are some classification. So first one is the simple as well as yeah, here it is. Types of hypothesis: simple hypothesis, complex hypothesis, directional, non-directional, null hypothesis, alternative hypothesis, associative, causal. So let me see one by one. When we talk about simple, what is the meaning of simple? There will be one dependent variable and one single independent variable. Both will be one. For example, you eat more vegetables, you will lose weight. Okay, so that is what here, as we say here, vegetables is an independent variable, losing weight is the dependent variable. It is so very clear because uh, I mean independent in the sense, uh, you can take what all you feel as a vegetable, you can take. Okay, so that is what independent, and a variable is we say as independent. And what is the result? The dependent variable is losing weight. So this is the first one, single hypothesis. And next one, complex hypothesis. There may be two or more dependent variables, and the result also will be two or more independent variables. For example, here what we say inside, I am eating vegetable as well as fruits. Okay, and what is that? Independent variable is two now, vegetable and fruit. And what is the dependent? I lose weight, I get immunity, I have a glowing of my skin. Okay, so that is what the dependent variable. And the next one is when we talk about directional as well as non-directional hypothesis. So what is the meaning of directional hypothesis? That is, we come across if you give an input of high quality of education, what is the resultant? There will be a high quality of practice. That is what we say. Inside nursing, if we while nursing education is given in with by a high quality methodology of education is imparted, it is inculcated, then what might be, there will be, they will also practice in the efficient way. Okay, they may be able to find, diagnose the problem. They even can recommend some suggestions. So that is what directional hypothesis. And what is non-directional hypothesis? And I have taken a teacher-student relationship. See, teacher-student relationship influence students' learning. This we cannot say there is a directional hypothesis. Okay. So what is the thing is, we can predict the relationship, that is the independent variable and the dependent variable, but we cannot specifically say there is a directional conclusion of a resultant. Okay, we cannot say. Teacher and student relationship may be fair, as well as maybe exclusively you can you can treat that student and you can inculcate education, everything, but that we cannot come under practice skills as well as your learning result. So this is what non-directional hypothesis. And next one, null hypothesis as well as alternative. Here, this is what we always use. Okay, null hypothesis means we give some kind of negative statement. That is what H dot we say. That is the HO. Okay, H0. And here, one example is given. There is no significant change in my work habits when I get 8 and when I get 9 hours of sleep. Even if I sleep for 8 hours, my work efficiency is this much only. Even I sleep more than 8 hours, my work efficiency only is this. There's no significant relationship. That is null hypothesis. And what is alternative hypothesis? That is, we study two variables. Okay. From that we derive that one variable has a cause and effect. That is 100% there is effect on the other. So opposite to null hypothesis. So effect that is work habits. Here we what we say the same thing. Yeah, I get 8 hours of sleep only, and my habits. If I sleep more, if I take rest more, then I'm able to work efficiently. So this is what null hypothesis. The next one, casual as well as associative hypothesis. What is the meaning of casual? So here also inside casual hypothesis also what we do, we find the cause and effect relationship. For example, I took vitamin tablets so that my immunity level has been raised. Okay, so my hemoglobin content is raised. I took iron tablets, my hemoglobin count increased. So casual hypothesis. What is associated? Here, any one change will have a equivalent change in the other variable also. So that is what we are here. What is the associative? What is the associative is there is when I have food, dietary food, or if I mean if I take this that is dietary intervention in my food will has reacted. I mean has gave a equivalent reaction in my weight reduction. So this is what associative hypothesis. And um, what is a variable? This here I said dependent. What is dependent variable? What is independent variable? Here we can see here. So variable here gender, income, like that way. What are all varies? What are all changes? What are all differs from one individual to another? We say we take it as variable, and we categorize variables under quantitative, categorical, independent as well as dependent. Okay, what is quantitative? So inside quantitative, it is measured in numbers. Always QA, QUAN. This N you highlight N. When quantity is there, it is represented numbers. When quality is the L is there, then we give write-ups, we describe. Okay, we will not show anything in numbers. So here inside quantitative, we show inside numbers, number variables, and there are two types inside quantitative. That is discrete as well as continuous. So when you say discrete, what is the meaning of discrete? Integer that is in 7 days, in 1 week, I found this particular change. In 12 months, in a year, I find this particular change. So that is number of students in a class, number of different tree species inside a forest. Like that way, what we do, we give a count. That is what integer variable inside quantitative. That is discrete. What is the meaning of continuous? So here there are some scales, that is some ratios are there, and we say that is how much kilometers are there from this particular place to that particular place, and how what volume of water can be carried on this in this particular tanker lorry, like that way. And what is the sugar level in the human body? What is the approximate sugar level? Like that way, what we give, that is known as continuous variable. And next one, here we talk about, and there are also some binary variable. When we talk about categorical variable, I said no, categorical variable. Here, second one. What is category? The place of residence, urban, rural, semi-urban, semi-rural. So that is what. So inside that categorical variable, how we say, we conclude inside nominal as well as ordinal variable. So what is the nominal? Nominal is the thing where we cannot rank. That is, arithmetic operations cannot be used inside nominal variable. I'm talking about categorical variable. Some slide is being hidden. I can't find the slide for categorical nominal variable. So that I'm explaining. So once again, I say what is categorical variable? It is it defines about the place of residence, maybe urban, rural, or semi-urban. Wherein it is subdivided into binary variable. A particular thing, for example, if there is a head or a tail, win or lose, like that way, if we divide the particular data then we say it is a binary variable. Always binary means two. That is head or tail or win or lose. Next one, nominal variable. What is the meaning of nominal variable? There is no order. For example, if we want to, we cannot rank certain things. That is, we want to say only today, I mean, the students came in red color, like that way. We cannot rank them. We cannot give any arithmetical, we cannot utilize. It is just we say this brand they used, this color they came. So that is what nominal variable. And what is the ordinal variable? Or ordinal. Here, we sometimes in governments we will have large, medium, small, some numerical order we would have given, ranked. Ranking would be given. For example, NAC, A plus plus, B plus. So if we have some kind of grade, we have established some kind of grade, then that comes under the categorical variables. And now let me go for independent as well as dependent variable, because popularly independent variable is IV, because many students know doing the research, they'll get confused which is IV, which is dependent variable. It is so simple that independent variable will have some reason for change. Okay, cause and effect relationship will be there. Okay, so that is what independent variable. And what is dependent variable is, dependent variable will be, I mean, for example, attendance shortage will lead to non-appearance or in the semester exam. So here, what is the independent variable? Independent variable is the attendance. Okay. So what is the dependent variable? You can't write the exam. So this is how we can classify the IB as well as dependent variable. And next, this is the most thing which I thought of explaining. That is chi-square test. The, how to apply for a paper, for presenting a paper in analytical, simple analytical tool. So